Step one to prepare your artwork for the laser engraver and laser cutter is to trace it. Now we're in Illustrator right now. You can use either Photoshop artwork or Illustrator artwork, but it needs to end in Illustrator and it needs to be automatically traced or image traced. If you did a logo in Illustrator, could be hidden lines or hidden text. For example, you couldn't see this, but the laser would. So we need to simplify our artwork. If you have an image that you drew, you have to bring it into Illustrator and do the same step. So regardless of how you've done this, you have to do an image trace. If I've drawn this in Illustrator, I need to take a screenshot first. On a Windows machine, that is the Windows key, Shift, and S. I'm going to take a screenshot on my Mac, which is a little different. And then you're going to paste it. Control V. And you get this image. This is a picture versus my illustration over here. This right here, if I trace it, it'll get rid of all that other hidden stuff. Up here, we're going to go to Image Trace. And it's going to give you a preview of what your final artwork should look like. You may see this pop up, but if it's not there, it's right here. The image trace panel. If you open this up, you might see some options that can help your tracing get a little better. Threshold's the main control. And if you slide it a little bit and let go, it's going to darken up your image. It's going to kind of close in on things. So if I go too far, you can see it'll turn completely black. If I go to the left, it's going to get white. So it's one control that I would try. Another control I'd try is twirling down the Advanced tab. And these controls, these three, are a little more fine-tuned. And you can have your paths a little more accurate or not, and their corners a little more accurate. And you're trying to get close to what your original was. And once you're happy, you're going to hit Expand. There's a button here that says Expand. And then there's a button up here that says Expand. It's the same button. When you press that, it's going to trace this. Now you can see there's points and there's paths, these blue lines right here. I can close this up. And this is the one that I want to turn in. But I need to clean it up a little bit before I turn it in. We're tracing, we're engraving things that are black, and anything that's white is going to remain untouched. So the first thing I need to do is ungroup this. Right click, ungroup. And then if I hit delete, it's going to delete everything because it's all selected. So I need to deselect by clicking out here. And then I'm going to pick the white things that are here and get rid of them. So I could click each one and delete. Oops, still not ungrouped. There we go. Hit delete. I can go through and pick all the white graphics and delete them. That's one way. So now I'm just left with just black fills, no strokes or anything, and there's no weird graphics that the laser is going to see. This is the ideal outcome for your graphic. And then we probably need to size it down to this size here. So that's just a matter of holding Shift and trying to get it kind of close to where you have it. If you want to be a little more accurate, transforming is how to get things really precise. So that's the next step is scaling this with precision. So I'm going to group this again and actually move this over here. I don't need that one. This is the final sort of file that I need to turn in. And if I open my transform panel right here, I can see X, Y, W, and H. Width and height is the one I really want to know. And this little link right here should be checked or dark so that the width and height are constrained. We don't want things to get all distorted. You might also see them up here. So there's two places to see that and make a change. Let's say if I had a limitation, my teacher said, well, you can only have 3 inches of this material. So you have to have one of the dimensions needs to be 3 inches. Now I'm dealing with a circle here, so both my width and my height are the same or very close, I can just type a 3 in here, again, making sure that this link is dark. Hit enter, and this circle is exactly 3 inches wide, and it's pretty darn close to 3 inches tall. Nobody will know. This is a finished piece of art.